Hello everyone. Today I want to share a technique about software testing. It's called the equivalency partitioning. In the first part, let me introduce what the technique is and what its principles are. Uh, let's go on. In the first page, equivalency partitioning is a black box testing technique that divides the input data of a system into equivalent partitions or groups, which each group behaves similarly to the system under the test. This technique aims to reduce the number of the test cases needed to test the system by selecting representative inputs from each partition. The technique is used to ensure that the system is tested comprehensively and to avoid redundancy in test case. What this mean? In other words, it helps to group the input data and put similar data together, and then only test the representative data in the group. So that's all about this technique. Let's go on. Every technique has its own advantages. So that's this technique. So I want to talk about how it is the testing. Equivalency partitioning helps to reduce the number of the test case required to test the system, which saves time and resources. It also helps to ensure that the system is tested comprehensively by selecting representative inputs from each partition. This technique can be particularly useful for systems with a large number of possible inputs, as it allows testers to focus on the most important inputs and reduce the risk of missing the critical defects. Secondly, at the same time, testing with the equivalent partitions also improves test coverage by ensuring that the software is tested with a variety of input values that are expected to behave in a similar manner. Uh, I think this is how to ease the testing. And in the next part, I want to talk about the testing approach affected by the technique. We all know every technique uh, have its defects. It may be some different things. Increasing partitioning is a black box testing technique, so it means that it focuses on testing the system from an external perspective without considering its internal structure. So this technique is particularly effective for function testing, which aims to ensure that the system meets its functional requirements. However, it may not be as effective for testing non-functional requirements, such as performance or security, which may require a more internal approach to testing. And increasing partitioning can be used to complete other testing techniques such as boundary value analysis and decision table testing. It's particularly useful for identifying defects related to input validations, as it ensures that a variety of representative inputs are tested. Uh, let's go on about the finally past is the phrase of the SDLC. Uh, Equivalence partitioning can be used during the requirements and the design phase of the software development life cycle, means SDLC, to identify and classify input data into partitions or classes. It's also used during the testing phase to select a representative test case from each partition and ensure that the software is tested with a variety of input values. Um, it's I think it's also it's also ensure that the system is designed to handle them effectively. That's the four part is all I want to share with you. And the reference I have listed in the last page. That's all. That's all. Thank you for watching.